Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Spring 105 review for SSW Rules project. So the website you are seeing now is SSW Rules. It's built with Gatsby, decaf CMS, and you can see we got more than 3,000 rules here, and they are all written in Markdown. Now we are migrating this site to Tina CMS and Next.js, and switching to use the MDX. So here's the new website. You will notice that the UI looks different because we are now focusing on migrating the functionality first. We will implement the design later. So now let's move on to the email. So in last sprint, our sprint goal was to set up Azure for production.
Can you bump that up a little bit? Just zoom it a little.
Yes. Like this. Oh, good. Okay. So this we achieved that goal. The site you saw earlier is our production site, and it was a 2-week sprint with 10.5 man days. I was mainly the one working on rules, and here you can find all the environments. And now we got all the all the PBIs done during this sprint. The most important one here is deploy production environment for Tina rules. So this was our sprint goal, and this one is now done, and we can choose which environment we want to deploy to when we run this workflow. And also when the content changes are merged, it will automatically trigger the production build. Now let's go back to the email. The next one is the login functionality to the migrated website. It's for this PBI. So we follow the approach used in the current website. We added the front-end authentication using the OAuth 0. So now on the production side, you will notice that we have here. Let me sign out first. Yeah, at first we have a login button, and once I click on it, I will be asked to sign in with my GitHub account. So I click on it. Now I'm logged in. So this is just running like our current website. Okay. So do you have any questions?
You know how it just you know how it just has a picture. Usually on most websites it has the person's name, like it will say Chloe and then the picture. So I think you should have the first name. Or you should check out how other sites do it. But usually you write Chloe and then the picture. And obviously that should have your name Chloe in there too. And you've got so much screen real estate, you can make that menu bigger. You can add the word.
Just remember, this is just authentication. This is not the design of the website. That's still coming. So that's just implementing the authentication part. Yeah.
All right. No worries. Sorry.
Okay. All good?
Yep.
Now let's move on. So there for timesheet data, there's no timesheet data for the French office because we haven't set it up yet. We got the first release for the Rules v3. And then in terms of AI tools, I use the ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, and Yak Shaver, the same as last week. And Jake used the ChatGPT and Cursor. And I will add the Copilot states after this meeting.
Jake, what model did you use for Cursor?
That is a good question.
If you haven't changed anything, by default, it's Claude 4 Sonnet. If you haven't changed anything.
I haven't changed anything.
And Chloe, same question for you. What model are you using?
For which?
Your ChatGPT.
Or GitHub Copilot as well.
Yeah. Anyway, put the models there. You don't have to do it right this second, but I just want you to be aware of which one you're using.
Okay.
You should try out different models, and because obviously they've got strengths and weaknesses, so you can see which one works for your use case.
Yeah, I would be each sprint trying a new one, just so you're learning a little bit more.
Okay.
I was using GPT-5 actually.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Excellent. So put that in brackets, Jake.
GPT-5?
That's on Cursor, Chloe.
On Cursor.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. That put this one top now.
55? Okay.
Yeah.
Or good? Or should I change something else?
No, that's perfect.
Okay. So now let's move on. IND, we don't have the IND yet because the whole project is still experimental, I guess. And now for the spring retrospective, I say it's good that we achieved our spring goal. We now have our production site, and we also added the sign feature to it. And also, Gert and I discussed the new design, and we identified some key issues. And then we got Ken to work on the mobile design for the new UI. And for what didn't go so well, I spent most of the time working alone, but we will get Hugo and Joe back next week. So do you want to add anything to this?
Could you just take me back to what was done this sprint?
Yes.
The backlog there. So basically you worked on the login and DevOps issues. Is that right? There's nothing on the migration is all finished. And at this point in time, the page is as it is. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And now that login stuff is done, which is good. So I know Jake did a touch. What did he do? He hasn't finished. Okay, got it. Sorry.
That's that's dev done. It's not deployed.
Right.
That one didn't take very long, so I picked up a few other things, but they're not in here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to ascertain what's done and what needs to be done that's not design, because I feel that the migration, all the data's done, all the structure's done, the DevOps is done. It looks like it's only CSS work from here, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's go into the planning.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's move on to the sprint planning. For the next sprint, our sprint goal is to make a start on the new UI page. And this is going to be a 1 week sprint with 11 half-man days. And here's the backlog. So you can see the most important one here is this homepage redesign. It's a very big PBI, but we will break it down when we go the design from Ken. This one. Do you have any questions?
Well, can I confirm there's no more DevOps, no more security or login,
No.
No more migration. It's just CSS work from here, is it?
Apart from this one, we still have some PBI for the functionality, like for the introduction. We need to have a component for that, and we also need to add the bookmark and update the doc.
All right, but if the rules pages are finished and the category pages are finished and the home page is finished, then we should go live. We shouldn't do a whole bunch of work on the redesign because it's delaying deploying it.
It
yes,
looks like
do the easy stuff on the redesign so it looks a bit better. What was that?
And that's what we're doing. I said it looks like shit. We're not gonna. That's why we're waiting for the designs to come through. We haven't touched any designing, because we're doing the redesign. We didn't want it to look like the old website and then double up and then go and change it to the more modern one that JD designed. So we haven't touched any CSS or made it look pretty at all. So once we already have the designs for the homepage, the rules page, the categories page. But what we don't have is those pages in mobile view. And so we didn't want to make a start with the CSS part without having the mobile view ready as designed,
Right.
and Ken is working on that for us for the next 2 days. So we should have it by Friday afternoon or Friday morning Paris time.
But can I
Yeah.
just be clear? I want it deployed without delay, so people are using Tina instead of Netlify CMS. I don't want to be stuck for weeks on CSS changes. Although I'm happy for small changes to be made, just not wholesale changes that delay the whole thing.
Yeah,
Because
fair
you can
enough. We
keep
can try
working
and
on
break
that
it up,
homepage
but I don't
after
know
it's
what
deployed.
small. I think the definition between small and it looking presentable is a bit of a hard one to distinguish between the two.
Well,
But
anything that
yes,
fits in a
once
week
we've
is fine.
sure, but there's multiple pages, so we can't spend a
there's
week
3
making
pages.
small
There's 3
changes
pages.
on. There's
I'm-
also the
I don't think
profile
we're
page.
changing the rules page, and I don't think we're changing the
We are.
categories page. It's just the homepage.
We are.
Well, I
We're
haven't been told
changing
about
each
that.
one of those pages. You've seen the designs, but we can take that offline when once Ken sends through the mobile designs. But you've approved them, so you should have seen them.
Oh, what in the last 6 months I've seen?
That I don't know. I wasn't part of the approval process, but
There was
I am
something
aware
done
that
a year or so ago, but I haven't seen it for a long time. And but maybe I'm happy if somebody walks me through it.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
definitely do that once we get the designs back from Ken.
Okay.
I guess what you
All
can
right.
do is put a PBI for a day of work to make it presentable and then go live. That's it.
Yeah,
I guess
let's
that's what
look at
Adam
that.
wants.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that if that's possible.
Yeah, I've just been I've been stuck on this stuff in the past, and I just don't want it to stop people editing with Tina.
Okay.
Because at the moment it's a massive pain in the neck.
What's the story with the
Netlify.
What's the story with the cutover, guys? Like, I know we can't have both systems maintained at the same time. Do we have a cool story for that now? So if tomorrow
not
we
yet.
decide to go live, what happens? What needs to happen? Because obviously we need to decommission the old system, right? Do we have a story for that?
We don't have a story for that. I don't know. I haven't seen a story for that yet. But in my mind, it would be to rerun the migration script so we get the latest changes that are currently in the old system, and then simply switch the old system off.
Yeah, I
So
think it's
basically cut over.
It's worth spending an hour on this, just making sure that we're not gonna, let's just pretend we go live and be sure that this incremental migration works before we get in a hell of, not working and.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But we haven't touched that yet because we weren't planning on going live before we didn't have a pretty looking website. But now we need to revisit that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking because it's.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Jean, because you'll have to
I don't know when it's happening.
The new content.
It might be very easy. It might be very switch on, switch off, but it's never.
I think
easy.
it'll be a bit more complicated because you need to get the content and the site itself switched over at the same time.
It's never easy. Now the good news is, I guess we can live with say a couple hours of rules being down is fine so long as we know it's going to be down and up again, and we can plan it on a good time zone, whatever. But an availability is fine so long as it's not like 2 days of an availability, of course. But
yeah, it won't be that at all. Like we spin up a new environment pretty quickly now with the migration scripts. So, but there will of course be test runs of that before we do this. We're not just going to assume it works. We will definitely do a test run of the whole switch over without actually switching over. And then once that is passed and we're happy with it, we'll run it a second time and then switch the old one off.
Yep. Good.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
No.
All seems good.
Cool.
Okay, so that's the end of the spring forecast for spring 106. So as usual, the recording to this meeting will be uploaded to the SSW Rules YouTube channel. And thanks everyone for joining us. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Chloe.
Thanks, Chloe. Thanks, guys.